Hey guys, welcome back to Jurassic Collectibles. I hope you're all doing fabulous. Today we're going to be taking a look at this, and I am so excited about this. Last year, you may remember, I gave you a sneak preview of the Godzilla S.H. MonsterArts poster image version of the Blu-ray box set, and it was released only in Japan just recently. And I'm super excited to take a closer look at this one. You may have noticed that it comes with an S.H. MonsterArts figure of Godzilla that's unique to this box set. So today we're going to get these out of the packaging and take a closer look. So before we get stuck in, I just want to point out the packaging because it looks pretty amazing. You can see we've got a silhouette of the Godzilla here roaring, and it says along the bottom there S.H. MonsterArts Godzilla poster image version. On the side we've got the same logo again, and then on the back we've got a rundown of all the discs that come with this Blu-ray box set. So we've got disc 1, the Blu-ray, disc 2, 3D Blu-ray, disc 3, the DVD version, disc 4 and 5 I think are extra Blu-rays. You can see there's just a little image down there of 2 bonus discs, and then of course we get the S.H. MonsterArts poster edition Godzilla in flaming red. Looks fantastic. Okay, so without further ado, let's crack this guy open and have a look at the contents. So here's a closer look at what you get inside the box. Now I've held off buying the Godzilla Blu-ray because I knew this was coming out, and I'm so glad I did, because I don't think I'm going to get a box set that will beat this. So over here we have a nice backdrop for our S.H. MonsterArts figure, and you can see on the back it's actually got a fold out stand, so I can turn this into a little backdrop for the figurine, which I'm going to do. And then here is the Blu-ray itself. Just look at the presentation of this Blu-ray box. It comes in this wonderful pearlescent black. You can see it glittering all the way across there. And then we've got this wonderful black and white image of Godzilla roaring. You can see the Godzilla logo there. It's the same on the side as well. You can see the Godzilla logo on the top as well. On the bottom it's just plain pearlescent black. And then on the back you've got more of that pearlescent black with the Legendary Pictures and Warner Brothers logo. If I slide out the sleeve, you can see inside we've got a fold-up book with all of the discs inside. And we've got some little paper extras. So here we've got an advert for a PS3 Godzilla game. We've got some collector's cards as well, which is pretty cool. So I'll have a look at those at some point. So altogether you get 5 Blu-ray discs. You've got the normal Blu-ray here. This part opens up to reveal the Blu-ray 3D. In the center we have the extra bonus Blu-ray, and this is another bonus Blu-ray here. Now I don't know what the special features are because unfortunately it's all in Japanese, so I'm looking forward to seeing what's on those. And then we've got the Godzilla DVD tucked under this one, so that's pretty cool. A 5 disc set, so I can put those back in there, and I'm looking forward to watching those later tonight. The box set also comes with this silver booklet. You can see the Godzilla logo there on the front in a glossy white, and then inside we've just got an introduction to Godzilla, and then we have poster art from all over the world. How cool is that? So you can really go through this and study the beautiful artwork from all over the world when the film was released. Really nice touch, this. Very, very impressive that they went to this level of detail. You can see some nice images from the film itself. Godzilla by the numbers, so it gives you some of his stats. Here we've got a monument that was set up in Tokyo for Godzilla. Must have been around the release of the film. Then we've got a bit of retro Godzilla going on. And then what else have we got here? Some more shots from the film, crew and cast. And then we've got a rundown of the features on the discs. Now obviously this is in Japanese, so I have no idea what's on these discs. So one of the coolest aspects of this box set is of course the S.H. MonsterArts Godzilla poster edition. You can only get it with this box set, and it comes in this very unique red coloration. Taking a closer look at the box itself, you can see this is consistent with the original S.H. MonsterArts Godzilla 2014, and you can see here that he's in a kind of subdued red, not like a bright red like he is on the packaging, which actually might be a little bit better. On the side you can see there's some nice tears allowing you to see inside the packaging, and then on the back we've got some beautiful poses with the fiery red Godzilla looking awesome. On the top we've got some more tears, on the bottom we just got some literature And on the side we just got some more tears and an image of Godzilla there, so super cool. Let's crack this guy out of the packaging. So here's what you're all here to see. It's the S.H. MonsterArts Godzilla 2014, and it's in this exclusive poster edition red coloration, which I think looks fantastic. And it's really nice to have this limited edition version of this piece. Okay, so let's take a closer look at this guy. Starting off with the head, you can see there's tons of detail packed in here. Loads of gloss and matte contrast going on, giving you that sort of genuine wet look in areas like the eyes and the mouth. And if you saw our NECA 24-inch Godzilla review, link is down below, you'll notice that the detail is as good if not better than that figure. And I really love the matte paint that they've used all over the body. With the NECA they use more of a glossy paint, almost like a satin finish, but this one being matte really gives it that sort of almost like it's come out of the sea and it's really dried off, like seaweed appearance. As we move down the body you can see all the different colours of reds that have been used. Unfortunately on some separate parts you can see where the colours vary, and it would have been nice if they'd had more consistency across the body, but these are real just nitpicking things because this is a beautiful figure. You can see all the beautiful spines going across the back there, and they almost look like sea life themselves, just encrusted with all this detail. So we move down to the arms, really nice detail, individually painted finger claws, and they are glossy as well, so they're picking up the light. So we move across the torso, just beautiful, beautiful creases and folds, and it does look like this thing's been sort of under the sea, covered in barnacles for years. I think the rust colour certainly helps that. You can see here on the torso all these beautiful wrinkles and folds, and this scaling area that feels almost like a crocodile. Really, really super nice. And although we've got all these seam lines where the articulation shows, it doesn't compromise the look of this piece. It still looks great on display. And there's those nice painted toe claws. And then as we move up the leg, beautiful detail. S.H. MonsterArts are known for their level of detail, and this is just incredible. You can see here we've got a very clear seam line where the tail meets the body, and that's unfortunate because it gets very dark here. So again, would have been nice to have had some consistency between these two areas, but I really am nitpicking. Beautifully sculpted and painted tail, just really nice dulled colours. It's not overly red like it seems in the production photos. Which is actually something I really, really like. I prefer it to be dulled rather than sort of like a bright red. As we move over to the other side, just beautiful detail going all the way along here. Just incredible. Just a beautiful, beautiful figure. Really, really nice. Move back up to the torso. I love all these little bits, these highlights of like sort of burnt sienna. Really nice colour. So many colours going on. It's almost like it's an oil painting, which is the desired effect. And then we come back up to that beautiful head sculpt. In terms of articulation, this guy is pretty loaded. You can see we've got these segments going along the neck here, which allows you to get quite a lot of twisting in the head and quite a lot of down movement as well. In terms of up movement, it doesn't go too far, but you can open the jaw, and the jaw does swing left to right as well, so you can get that sort of I've just been punched in the face look, which is pretty cool. Now we just need an S.H. MonsterArts Muto. So then you've got the shoulders on ball joints, so they'll move around really freely. You've got a double jointed elbow, you've got a ball jointed wrist, so you can get a lot of posability out of that. You've got like an upper ab crunch here, which is really free to move around. You've got an ab crunch down here, but it does more twisting than it does actual ab crunching, so I tend to use that to get some twist there. Ball jointed legs, so they go outwards and they go forwards and back. Double jointed knees, but they're limited by the sculpt on this shin area. You've got the shin here, which has its own independent joint here for twisting, and then you've got an ankle joint which is really mobile, so you can really get a lot of poses on that foot as well, and it goes forward quite far as well at the knee. as we move down to the tail. Now probably the tail is my favourite part. It's more poseable, I'd say, than the NECA one. You can see that if I pose the tail, it goes right around and holds its pose, and this is all segmented. This is not like a wire tail or anything, and I prefer actually having segments. They're really seamless as well. It's not like you can tell where they are, but essentially they're almost like little sections of tail going along here, so that's really nice detail. Yeah, but the articulation on this thing is just incredible. So just how big is this guy? Obviously he's not as big as the NECA 24-inch figure, but if I bring in my tape measure, you can see that he measures about 13 inches long, which is about 33 centimeters. Then in terms of the height, you're looking at about 6.5 inches, which is about 17 centimeters. Size comparison time, let's bring in NECA's Cherno Alpha from Pacific Rim, and you can see that these two size up quite well next to each other. I think the Cherno Alpha just a little bit tall for this Godzilla, but still cool to see them next to each other. And here's Godzilla next to the NECA Knife Head. This is from Pacific Rim as well, and is the first release of Knife Head, which is the smaller proportion one. But actually that suits this Godzilla much better, and I'll probably put these two next to each other on the shelf. And finally, here's Godzilla with his poster backdrop. So I'm just going to put that behind him there. And I think that looks pretty nice. It's going to look nice on display on the shelf. Pretty cool. And here's Godzilla on display next to my Tyrannosaurus Rex bust. Link to that review is down below if you want to go and check that out. So there we have it, guys. That was today's look at the Godzilla S.H. MonsterArts Poster Image Edition box set. This is a fantastic set for Godzilla fans. I'm so glad I waited because I've saved a little bit of money getting this and the film at the same time, and it's the 3D version, so I'm really looking forward to watching this later tonight. If you've got this far in the video, I want you to leave a comment down below. Which kaiju or dinosaur would you like to see Godzilla fight in the sequel to Godzilla 2014? In the meantime, guys, rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.